Hello, my name is Pebbles, and today my human will be showing you how to crochet. More specifically, how to slip knot and chain. Please enjoy and stay tuned to see my sister.
The first thing you want to do is create a slip knot. To create a slip knot, you want to do an X over your finger. So the tail part, which is the end of the yarn, is over your finger. So here I'm going to show you again. You wrap it around your finger, and then the very end of the yarn goes over the rest of it. So then you create an X. Now the part that's connected to the yarn ball itself, you want to take it out and pull it. So it's creating a larger and looser loop. So you can see that I'm using the pull through the middle part of my yarn. So whenever you pull it out, again, this is the part that's connecting to the yarn. You want to pull it out to make sure that you can stick your fingers in the middle of it. So then you stick your fingers in, and then you're going to reach down and pull the part, the little tiny tail part that's not connected to anything, and you're going to pull it up and then pull tighter, making sure that you're holding on to both ends of the yarn. Then you want to take your crochet hook and slide it into the loop that you've created. And you're going to pull tight on both ends, like so. And then you've created your slip knot. Once you have your slip knot, you're going to start creating a chain. So you have the slip knot on your hook, and you have the yarn. As you can see, the little tiny knot that it created. Whenever you pull it off, it'll be able to come apart easily, like so. Whenever you pull on it, it comes out. So if you mess up, you can create another one and it'll be fine. So here I'm going to show you how to do one more time in case you didn't get it the first time. You pull the part that's connected to the yarn, stick your fingers through the loop, grab the part that's not connected to anything, and pull. And then put your crochet hook through the loop, and then you will pull tighter. Now I'm going to show you how I hold my yarn. So I have 4 fingers. I do it like this. So this is what the end result will look like. So whenever I take my hand, you'll put it over your hand, and then take your pointer finger and put it over the yarn. And then I have my yarn over my index finger. I hold the yarn using my pinky and ring finger, it's a little uncomfortable, but it works. And then my thumb and my middle finger hold my work. So that way it remains tight. It will take some time for you to get to learn to see how you want to hold the yarn. Because as you can see, it's kind of an awkward way for me to hold my yarn. But over time, whenever you practice more, you'll understand what your hand likes and prefers. Now, whenever I hold my crochet hook, I hold mine like this. Again, this is one of those things that you'll want to practice with and learn how you like. So it's a preference thing. Okay, so now we're going to start crocheting. You're going to start with a chain. To do a chain, you want to take your hook and go under the yarn. The little hook part on the end is what you're using to grab the yarn. And you're going to put it on the loop that was on your hook. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. There's one loop on your hook, and you're going to go under the yarn and grab the little part and pull it through that one loop on your hook. So let's do it again. Grab the yarn and pull it through the one loop on the hook. So here you can see that I've made 3 chains. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do another one. And so you go under the yarn grab it, and pull it through. And as you can see, whenever I work, I'll pull it to where it's tighter. This is just a natural thing that I've gotten used to as I've started crocheting. For a beginner, I recommend that you do not do this. I recommend that you do not pull it and you just let it be loose. So that way it'll be easier whenever you're going back through the chain to make it. So here I'm doing this again. And notice this time I'm not pulling it to make it tighter. I'm doing this to show you all what the difference between would look like. As you can see on the chain, the chains closest to my hook are a little looser than the ones that I first made. And this is good for a beginner because you can go back through very easily and put your hook through the chain so you can make a better stitch and learn easier, unlike with my part. Again, this is just a thing that I've picked up over crocheting. Okay, so I'm going to keep making more chains, and you can do this as many times as you would like. It depends also on the project that you're making and how many you want to do. If you're just practicing, I would do at least 30 to start out with. That's about how many I do in this video. I do about 28. Okay, so this is a good example to show you. My yarn actually split. This is not a good thing whenever you're crocheting. But if this happens, just go back through and put it back on your hook. And this is something that you will end up experiencing throughout crocheting several times. I still do today after crocheting for at least a year. So when that happens, just put it back on your hook and it's okay. Just keep going. But if you do not fix this, it will end up leaving a little bump in your work where you don't want it. So here I picked up my pace a little bit to show you and just get to the end. So that way if you needed a little bit more of me to show you. Okay, often whenever I'm working on a piece, I create a loop. This is whenever I take a break to show. So like if I'm working on a piece, then I create the loop because that means I'm going to stop working on it right now. And it's a lot more secure than if you just took your hook out from the beginning. Because if you stuff it away somewhere, then it's going to be a lot more likely for it to come undone. And then your hard work has just been wasted. So that's why I do a little bit more like that. So if you're going to end up stopping your work in the middle, then I would recommend doing this loop. It doesn't have to be really big, but at least this much so that way you can protect your work. Okay, now I'm going to count my stitches, and I'm using this needle just to show that it's easier, like to show you how to count your stitches, your chains. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice that I'm getting to the looser piece of this and how it's easier to put my needle through it in this case. That's why I believe it's better for a beginner to start out with, because it will, one, teach you how to do a stitch, and it will allow for easier access to it more. Here I'm almost at the end. I'm about at 20 stitches now. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, actually I think I miscounted. I think there's supposed to be 28. I could be wrong. But you get the point. So I'm going back up the line now, so that's 4. And notice that I'm just going through one loop. On the chain, you will just go through one loop. On most other stitches, you will go through both loops, but on this case, on the chain, you will just go through one loop, and it's the one to the left. As you can see on the back, there's another little loop, but you do not want to pay attention to that side. You want to pay attention to the braid-like side that it makes, and you want to put your hook in that one little chain. And then you have your chain, and you can make several different things with this, and it's mostly the foundation for mini projects. Oh, hi, I'm the sister, Paisley. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Bye!